Hey guys, before we continue on with the data tables and data assets, I actually have to take a quick break because I want to build on our prior diversion episode, which we use for version control. And I want to build on that because I want to share the project with someone, and I also want to share the project with my own laptop. That way I can work on it while I'm not at home, and then it's my first time collaborating on the project with someone else. So there will be more about that. Stay tuned. So for now, this week I've done this a couple times now. So I thought it'd be pretty cool because I had not seen a tutorial how to collaborate with others. It seemed, based on what people are saying, that it was very easy, but for myself, I have never done it, and I didn't see any videos. I don't know if I even checked how, but it just didn't really click with me. So I'm gonna walk through that now. The first thing to do, if you want to share the project with someone or make it available to you on a different computer, the first thing you need to do is go over to Fab on, let's say, my laptop. So right now I'm just pretending that I'm on my laptop. You search for Diversion. It's a free tool and plugin. And I set this up, I think, in episode 2. So everything right now is already kind of already working in progress, but I just want to walk through what you would do. So you click on Diversion in the Fab Marketplace, and then you have to download it on a button around here. Instead of install plugin, it would say download. And then after it's done downloading, you click on install plugin, and then you decide which Unreal Engine version you want to install it to. For me, I'm using 5.7, and it's not available here because I already have it existing. But if you were working on 5.6, .3, or .4, it looks like that's as far as it goes back, then you'd select one of those, and then you'd click install. So I've already done that. So I did that on my laptop. Again, this is from the perspective of my laptop. And with that done, still pretending we're on my laptop, we click on edit and plugins. And then we search for Diversion. You toggle or checkbox Diversion on, and then you install, or you have to restart the Unreal Engine application. If you did some of these steps and you're finding that Diversion does not pop up, most likely it's because while you were in the Fab Marketplace, your Unreal Engine application was already open. That happened to me twice now. So just be sure while you're downloading the Fab asset and installing it to your engine version that your Unreal Engine application is closed. So from there, once your laptop or your team member has Diversion installed to their engine version, you, as the owner of the Diversion app, which I set up in episode 2, so I'm not going to quite recap that yet. So you can go ahead and watch episode 2. But if you've already got Diversion set up, you click on the 3 hamburger icons here under all repositories, and then you click collaborators, and then you're gonna enter the email of who you want to collaborate with. In my case, I couldn't enter my current email that I'm using because I'm the owner of the project. So what I did was I had a separate email that I had used. So I sent it, for example, to my personal email. Now, you have different options here. You can choose whether the user can read, can write, or have admin privileges. I'm assuming these are self-explanatory. Can read means they can open and view the project, but they can't edit it. Can write means they can edit it. And then admin, I'm going to guess that has more to do with admin settings and diversion. I'm not sure if that means any particular heightened permissions in Unreal Engine. But because this is to me, I'll give myself admin rights. Actually, I can change that later. I think for purposes of, as an example, if you're sharing the project with somebody, you're most likely going to use can write. So then we're going to click on then send invite. So that person has been invited, got an email. I don't know if you heard my phone go off. I'm going to stop sharing because I kind of want to capture the other perspective from my laptop. So let me pause. Okay, so now I am on my laptop. I received an email that the person I'm working with has invited you to collaborate on Westins World Series in Diversion. This is the project name. And you can scroll down and you can click Start Now. One thing I forgot to add is your team member is going to need the Diversion app downloaded. And again, these are all free tools for certain use cases. In my case, I'm like a solo dev, so the tool is free. But I'm going to click on Start Now. That should open up my desktop application. I'm in the web browser. I don't quite like that. Let me open up Diversion desktop. Oh, actually, from getting ahead of myself. From the link in the email, I clicked Start Now. It took me here. I'm going to accept the invitation. It looks like this is actually working in the browser, so I'll just continue here. Now I have this available to me. What I'm going to do next is clone repo. And what I'm going to be looking for when I click that in a moment, near the top right, where I'm spinning my mouse, is going to be something called syncing or synced with the cloud icon. And I'll know it's ready when it says synced. Can't tell because I had to remove myself. I'm just going to pretend through here. So let's go ahead and click clone repo. I wonder if it's going to open up the desktop app. So right now there's no response quite yet. Okay, so it says open the desktop app to get a local copy of this repo or repo. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. What I was a little afraid of is because I already added myself and then I removed myself to record this video. But let's go ahead and say I'm in here now. I think it says all repositories because I just accepted that invite. So let's click on clone repo. And then we're going to create a new folder. Actually, first I get to choose where I want it. I'm going to go to C or D. I'm going to put C. I find my desktop. Nope. Okay, fine. I'll put D. I'm just a little worried because it's already got my prior save file there. Probably can't because whatever. I'll just put it in C. So I'm going to clone it. Even though I'm in C, it says, oh, there we go. C. Okay. Now let's clone it. And this is what I was talking about. Right now it's syncing the files. Moving pretty quickly. Now the files are synced. So now here's the cool part. I just have to find wherever that's saved on the C drive. Here it is, Westins World Series. And now I've got in my C drive the folder we're collaborating on. I'm getting a pop-up that it requires a multi-save plugin, easy multi-save. I haven't used that quite yet. Diversion doesn't really connect plugins, which makes sense because these are paid applications. So now this is downloading on or opening from my laptop. Something is happening where the scorpions are not displaying, but I think that's fine. One moment, I need to get my, I'm using my touchpad. Okay, so the characters aren't displaying right now. That's fine. We'll see what happens when I add new ones. Actually, you know what? Let's just begin play. See if they pop up. Nope, they're missing. But the coding is still working. If you look at the top left, I've got my print strings for my overlap. Okay, so that's cool. So what I want to test is what happens when, let's add a blueprint. Let's add another enemy, a battle enemy. Let's duplicate a red scorpion. Let's go to Control D. And let's name this guy Orange Scorpion. Orange, all capitals. That's cool. Let's drag this guy out to the level. I don't know why they are not displaying, but I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to edit, and then the mesh. I think I have to go to the data asset, because what I'm trying to do is just update the skeletal mesh. So let's go. Okay, fine. Instead of, oh, there we go. Red. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that, but let's put it to level 3. And then let's change the size. Let's make this guy just massive. Let's make him 5. The other guy was size 3. You know what? Let's make it 6. We're going to double the size of this guy. I'm going to guess if I like close and reopen the application, I'd be able to see these assets. I don't know why they're not displaying. Maybe somebody has a tip. But if I click play, not available. All right, that's fine. But I'm going to file, save all. I'm going to go to, oh, okay, the one thing that's missing still is to connect to revision control. From the drop down, we're going to click diversion. And then the root of the repository on my laptop is still this C drive. So let's click accept. Connection to the revision control is successful. Now let's commit an orange scorpion test. Okay, commit it. So when I move on over to my back to my desktop, I'm expecting to find something on this other corner, just a massive scorpion. Let's pause the laptop, head on over. Oops. Okay, we're resuming from our laptop. And now I've got my orange scorpion. And on the laptop, if you remember, we set it to level 3. It's still red because I didn't actually change the material, but we did make it twice as big. So the scale, I guess here says 1, but these all will say 1. Or maybe not 3 here. Okay, but if we open up the actual blueprint child, what we did was this should say now 6. Okay, it's kind of stuck. There we go. Yeah, it's got the scales to 6. Same thing goes for any updates to blueprints. In our case, it actually was, but if I started doing print strings or level changes, the updates are made once you commit the changes. So if I was on my laptop and I did all that, and I had just done file save all, the updates would not feed, because what Diversion needs is for you to go to the bottom right and click commit changes. So this is pretty cool for me for setting up for the first time. Hopefully it helps at least one of you. Let me know if you have a different process or if you have any feedback on things to watch out for in Diversion. Thanks, everybody.